Okay, here we go. First experience of the windy Italian roads. Oh, that is a sharp hairpin bend.
Thank goodness it's quiet. Wow.
Thank goodness. Oh wow, look at that.
Oh wow! Welcome back, guys. If you haven't watched last week's video, then you might not know that we are actually in the Italian Dolomites. And wow. Ooh.
Oh, big bang.
What was that? Oh, it's...
Even the van's excited.
It's the cupboard opening because we haven't shut the door. Gosh, okay, I'll get that in a minute. This place is absolutely blowing our minds. Now, we drove here, we got the ferry from Newcastle across to Amsterdam and then drove through Europe. We passed many countries to get here. And we arrived here. This is our first day exploring. Honestly, blowing our minds. We're so lucky. The sun is shining, there's snow, but the roads are clear, and we're just like soaking up today and very grateful to be here right now. This place is amazing.
And we're travelling by the best means possible. We've got our own wee camper van. If you missed it last week as well, we're actually working with Bailey's of Bristol, and they've given us their Endeavour B62 van to take to here and test out in the wintry conditions. And I'm loving it so far already, guys, just because of how compact it is. How many roads have we been on that are like this or narrower, where Google Maps has taken it down, and it's been nice having a short wheelbase for once.
A lot of people have actually asked us whether we're coming here to ski. No, that's not really the main reason we're coming here. Maybe if the opportunity arises, maybe we would do a wee session on the slopes, but we're actually just more here to explore the sites. So if you're also into visiting places like beautiful places like this in the mountains, but you don't ski, then it's a good video for you because we're going to be showing all the best sites around this beautiful area of the Dolomites.
So we've just pulled in while we wait for our next activity. It's just actually along the road. On the note of driving around the Dolomites, we wanted to tell you something, was that it's actually a lot harder to plan your trip to here than we originally thought. It's basically like the Dolomites isn't just one tiny little region. Like, we always kind of had this idea of the Dolomites just being like one area, basically, of the region of Italy. But it's actually huge. So it took us 2 hours to drive from the campsite to here. And it almost like took us through about 4 or 5 different regions. So like, you're kind of driving through all these little mountain towns. And I think that's why it's so difficult to plan a trip to here, because it's basically like you need to just pick somewhere and then just go with that. It's not as if you can like hit every single place in the Dolomites, because it would just take you like months. I don't know, I feel like I'm butchering this explanation, but what did you find when you were like planning the trip?
I think, so for me, I like struggled to find like almost like a tourism board website to like find out what to do. I was doing a lot of researching through like blogs and YouTube. I was trying to like work out what these regions were called. So for example, Val Gardenna is like a region, so you'll get like Dolomites, Val Gardenna, and then you'll get like another region. Basically, I didn't realise how long it was going to take to drive between all these places, but it's worth it. It's so worth just driving around to see them. But if you are coming for like a short time, then maybe it's better to visit one area and then next time come back and visit another area, because you are kind of just up and over the mountains a lot. So yeah, I found it quite hard to plan until I got here and kind of got a little bit of bearings and then went, okay, this makes sense.
Another thing that's actually worth noting as well is just looking out the front of our window here, you're going to be greeted with a lot of signs like this. No motorhomes or wild camping. Now, it's not such that they're against motorhomes and campervans being around here, it's just that because it's like a UNESCO World Heritage Site and because it's like a national park area, you're not allowed to just park up in random places and sleep there. There are loads of campsites around though, like the one we're staying at is actually really beautiful. It sits right beneath the Tre Chimney, the 3 chimneys of the Dolomites, and then you've got all your access to facilities and all that as well, so you don't exactly need to just park up, but it does just mean you need to plan ahead a little bit more and actually like book into the campsites, especially in the peak season. I imagine summer's like very, very busy here just because it's like such a good hiking area, so you will need to plan ahead basically if you are wanting to bring a camper van to the Dolomites. Okay, you ready?
Absolutely buzzing.
Okay, so we did do something similar to this when we were up in Norway, just outside of Oslo, but we decided instead of actually trying out the ski slopes, we would come and do some tobogganing instead. So we've come to a town just called Ortiz,
and it's just outside of there. You catch a funicular all the way up to the top of the mountains, and it's a 4-kilometre toboggan run from there. Now, it wasn't the cheapest compared to Oslo. It cost us about 30 euros in total. Here it was 88 euros for 2 sledges and 2 funicular passes, but we can now ride that for the next 2 hours, up and down as many times as we want, and it just looks like such a fun course. Okay, here we go. My brakes aren't working! My brakes aren't working! This is so much steeper than in Norway. Ah! Whoa! Oh, I'm coming in hot! Whoa! Here we go, we're getting the hang of it now. Woohoo!
My legs are so that is insanely quick, isn't it?
Oh, they're so fast. Oh no, I look like I peed myself. Oh, these trousers aren't waterproof. So that took about 15 minutes to get back down, I would say. And it was, as I said, 4 kilometres, but because we've got these tickets, we can literally ride the funicular up and down as many times as we want. And we've got about another hour and a half before the last one, so we're gonna have a good afternoon. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, guys, flying! Good morning, gang. So we've just woken up at Caravan Park Sexton, which is where we're actually spending the nights here in the Dolomites. And we just actually realised we forgot to give you a full tour of the caravan park last week. So we're going to go a little wander around to actually check out exactly what there is to do around here, because we've not spent a lot of time here, to be honest. It's mainly just been like in and out and doing activities and stuff. So we'll give you a quick tour of the caravan park and show you what there is to actually do around here.
This is cosy, so I guess that's where you fill up the water. It's like
a car wash for your toilet cassette. That's what we need.
What? Oh, it's amazing how something like this can get you so excited when you're a van owner, isn't it?
So I guess like you pay the money and then that opens up and you just put your toilet cassette in there and it cleans it.
That is brilliant.
There you go. So this is just one of the toilet blocks. I believe it's got like kind of dish facilities. You can come in here and wash all your dishes. And then they said there's even a fireplace just to make it extra cozy. But it's like a proper big like building.
You can have a baby room. Like that. That's so cute.
Oh, okay, so you can either wash them in the sink or with big washing machines. That's good. How much is it for a wash? €4.
€4. That's good.
That's not bad. There is even a cinema on site. How cool is that? And you can rent skis from it as well.
Perfect.
It's got everything.
I know.
Okay, so before we head out on today's activities, we're actually just going to go and spend some time in the spa since we're leaving soon, and I just love the kind of spa culture that you actually find around northern Italy. Like the spa that we went to the other day just seems so similar to the one here, so I'm guessing it's like a cultural thing in this kind of part of the world where you've got like the sauna and the steam room and the hot waters and I guess just general wellness. So we're going to start off our day properly, head down, relax in the spa, and then we've got a very cool activity to do after that. And so that is where we're heading to. We're getting a cable car from there, and it goes all the way up, right up to the top of the mountain. We just jumped into the information centre in a local little village that is nearby here as well, and she told us that you can stop off like halfway, get out, enjoy the restaurants and stuff and the cafes, and then just kind of go for a wander around there. So you don't need to be skiing in order to get the chairlift up, because there's still actually a lot to do up on top of the mountain. Okay, simple as that. Basically it's a wee self-service machine that you can use there, and it was €68 for the two of us to ride up and down. I don't believe that's for a ski pass though, because it had other options of like kind of skiing. But I'm just excited to see the views that we're going to see from the top. What did we just realise?
We realised that no, I didn't wet my pants. These are heated seats.
How fancy is that?
Oh my gosh.
I was just sitting there, I was like, my bum's getting really warm, I hope I've not peed myself. No, the seats in the gondola are heated. How fancy is that?
Oh my gosh, so the place we're at is called Kronplatz, which I completely understand that there's just so many options when you come to a place like this. Like, we were just overwhelmed with like where to go and what gondola to go up and which ones you can go up and go for a walk around or which ones are only for skiing. But this one you can go up and have a walk around, so yeah, this is why we kind of chose it, isn't it?
Yep, and here we go.
Oh.
About to blast off.
Woo!
And it's snowing!
Honestly, it's like you enter a different world when you come up here, isn't it? Like, you would think just sat on that for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and there are just as many people, if not more, up here, and it's just like we're in a different wee planet. And we found a cute little bar, restaurant, big panoramic windows, and a nice view. We're in the clouds, but we're not that in the clouds that we can't still see the mountains. So we're going to head in here and get a little refreshment.
I guess you could call it an Apres gondola. There you go.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Do you know what I've just been doing?
What's that?
I've just been looking through our Instagram story highlights at our
Canada fails.
tragic skiing in Canada. It's giving me a good laugh.
I'd rather not. Broke my knees.
Guys, I wish I could tell you that since coming to Italy our diet has been very varied and vibrant and flexible, but it just hasn't. If I'm being completely honest, our diet has consisted of a lot of beige. When in Italy, I guess. We have absolutely loved our like local bakeries and the fresh bread and brie and the tomatoes and croissants and berries and the odd bit of pizza. And today is no different. We're making some bread with brie and tomatoes on top. Nice and quick, simple, little dishes. And it basically goes in this cycle of we need to get fresh bread because we've got brie left. We buy the fresh bread. The next day we've run out of brie. And then we need to buy more brie to get the fresh bread. And it's kind of just gone in that cycle, if I'm being completely honest. But I'm not mad about it because I just love bread and fresh brie, and it's very, very tasty. But yes, there hasn't been much variation. Campbell is just chopping it up for us now.
I mean, how can you not when, like, just look at that.
I know.
Oh, fresh
So
bread.
soft and warm in the
Even the
morning when you pick it
tomatoes,
up.
like that was just from the supermarket, but it was like on the vine tomatoes, cost
Yeah.
like €1.50, and it is the tastiest cherry tomatoes you'll ever eat. And
Nice
the breeze,
quick when we're on the road too, isn't it?
it's so quick, so little dishes, and just, yeah, so tasty. And like for dinners, again, like we're just kind of having margarita pizzas, because as a vegetarian, when you're traveling these kind of regions, it's very difficult to get like different pastas or anything like that. You end up paying either €7 for a margarita pizza or about 17 for a salad, and I just don't really want a salad for dinner.
Oh, well, actually, it was funny because last night we found a restaurant and it had a vegan menu and we were like, oh, great! And it sounded brilliant and I was like, let's go in there. I'm desperate for some pasta. Let's switch it up a little bit. And then we got in and I saw a little section of the menu and it says, not just pizza. And it had like, I don't know, some
Barbecue
like
ribs.
steaks or ribs or like different little bits on it. And I was like, what does that mean? And the more I kind of read into it, we realised that those were vegan pizzas and not pastas. So actually, there's just so many pizzerias that, yeah, we're just trying different versions of a margarita pizza. So again, not mad about it. You know us, we love pizza, especially when you come to Italy. And I think we're actually going to be buying some few packets of the fresh pasta here and cooking it up because there's just so much of it in the supermarket, and to have a van and be able to do that is just amazing. Alright, give me some of that smelly stuff. Yum.
There you go. Brie. We've also got berries and strawberries and stuff, guys. We're not like completely just kind of carb central.
Non-nutriental.
We need to in order to get the nutrients in.
I know. We are about to go and do one of the longest zip lines in Europe. We have to get a cable car up there. It's about 1,600 metres and I think the zip line is about 3 kilometres long. I'm so buzzing.
Okay, you ready?
I hope that can take my weight. Now that I'm standing here, I can feel my heart beating a little bit faster. Not gonna lie.
I'm spinning!
Perfect. Okay, come on.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Guys, that was so much fun. That was honestly one of the funnest things I've ever done. Given that like any other kind of zip line I've done before has just been kind of around Scotland, I think, and it's been like maybe 20 metres, 30 metres long. So to go to one that's like 770 metres long
Over the mountain.
over the mountains with views like that was just unreal. Did you enjoy it?
So much fun.
You didn't have that much jelly legs either.
No, I didn't. I feel a bit like as if I've had a couple of glasses of wine now. I don't know, I just feel that way. I'm like, whoa.
Drunk on adrenaline.
Yeah, it's just so much fun. I think the thing I really love about ziplining as well is that you don't have to really do anything. Like, see, when you go skydiving or you go bungee jumping and you're like on the edge of something, or you're like, I don't know, I guess anticipating that initial like whew, that you get in your like when your adrenaline hits. But ziplining, it's just like whew, and it's just like good from like the start, and you don't have to really do anything because they just push you and you go, and it's like being on a big slide.
Yep.
And it's just, I don't know if that's explaining it properly, if I'm
I think that nailed
rambling,
it. Well
but
done.
yeah, it's just so much fun.
Okay gang, so we found this little kind of air place, just on park for now. Basically, driving through Europe has reminded us how good motorhoming is. Like, it's so easy, all through France, all through Germany. There's just so many different little kind of like pull-in areas that have got waste disposal, water, electricity. There's actually free for 15 minutes at the place we're parked up at, and it's just outside the road in this cute little town where we can hopefully go and get some breakfast tomorrow morning, and it's completely free. You can just pull in, and as long as you leave the next day, it's absolutely fine. So we're going to spend the night here, and then just hit the road again tomorrow, and I'm absolutely shattered. It's been a long day of driving, so we'll catch up with you then.
And would you believe the sun is shining in the Netherlands? I can't remember the last time we were in the Netherlands and the sun was shining like this. It looks like a gorgeous spring day and a beautiful day to end our trip. We're actually heading to the ferry terminal now. We're going to catch up with some of our friends before we leave, grab some lunch. But what a trip it's been. I can't believe how incredible the Dolomites are. Like that, it has just absolutely exceeded all expectations I ever had.
I can't wait to come back again when it's not snowy and just see the other side to it as well.
Yeah, it is a very special place. We will be back. Watch this space, we will be back. And we will also learn to ski or snowboard and come back. As you can see, both kind of in our jammies because we just got up this morning and hit the road really after staying at a little inn in Germany. But yeah, we're going to end this video here guys, and I hope you enjoyed seeing what it's like in the Dolomites, and if you've been then let us know your favourite place because as we said we'll be back, so we'd love to hear where we should go next time. And if you haven't been then I would definitely consider taking a trip over because it is just unbelievable. But yeah, we'll see you in the next video, and if you want to see more hit that subscribe button. Bye!